Hello viewers, so just having a quick look at Moto GP. Going to the display settings here, you actually see I've switched the racing line off. However, if you go into the actual challenge mode just for a single race, unfortunately it automatically turns the racing line on again. What have I got here? Got the difficulty on insane. Well, I don't want that, do I? Let's just do moderate for now till I learn how to control the bike. I have actually been having a muck about since the other day with the racing line on and off, and it turns out that really for me it's the racing line that creates the bigger problem with braking. If you're not relying on the racing line, you're fine, but if you rely on the racing line, the brakes just aren't going to make the corner. It really just seems to be a fundamental gameplay issue with the racing line. Now, I've checked this with a lot of people who have played the demo, and they all agree that if you press the brake when the racing line tells you to press the brake, you're honestly not going to make the corner, not unless you fully lock all your wheels. And in manual, yes, there is a difference in manual. I'm just playing automatic here. There is a slight difference in manual, but on the whole, you really do need to just ignore the line entirely and just take your own pace around the circuit. Going around the Jerez circuit here. Tony Elias here on the Moto GP 2 bike. I really enjoy the Moto GP 2. Tend to watch it on Eurosport. A lot of fun, massive field of bikes. In a way, it's kind of a shame. It's almost it's almost more of a spectacle than the actual Moto GP itself because of the amount of bikes and action and everything else that's involved in it. Generally speaking, a lot of the bikes are a lot closer as well, performance-wise. Didn't know quite when to get on the power there. Obviously this takes a lot of practice as well. I mean, if you sit here for say 20-30 laps, you'll actually really learn the line and where you can put the power down and everything else. Every version of a different track on a different game though does handle completely differently. I mean, I was riding around here on the 08 version recently, no problem at all, and even the 09 1.0 version. Got to go around here a lot slower than you'd like to go. Oh, blimey. Don't want that, do we? A bit of argy-bargy there. Let's get my head down now. Get my head down, get my knee down, do a bit of riding. Jerez is a great circuit actually. It's a shame also it's not used in F1 still. I mean, the F1 race it had back in '97 was, I remember seeing, was fantastic. Get into that slow zone there. You know, bikes are really very different because you need to straighten up before you get on the power, but yeah, times like there, you know, I felt the bike was really unresponsive. You know, I turned in, the way I saw it was quite early. I just don't seem to have a feel for this game at the moment, you know. Yes, if you race it a lot, you will build consistency and get better at it. But as I've said to somebody before, until there's a game you actually, you know, a butt cheek controller, it's never really going to feel like biking in any way. Bikers are crazy dudes, so. There they are. This corner's actually a lot quicker than it looks, but I do find that the bike sort of under and oversteers and can be a bit sloppy for me. You know, it's not as intuitive, as easy to get used to, and it is a real shame, as I just showed you, you can't actually remove the racing line in this mode. It seems an odd state of affairs there. Nevertheless, the graphics, you know, obviously 60 frames, nice and smooth, nice and colourful, harking back in a way to the successful Namco biking titles 10 years ago. Oh, just about made it across there. That's it, get your head down. No real body language in the bike though, is there? No real sliding about. I'm sure someone will tell me that assists will alter that, but Bike was wanting to veer off to the right then. Look at that oversteering again there. Why is it oversteering? Need a bit more practice. Actually, having a race a moment ago on Insane, actually I didn't actually do that much different. I should probably check it out on Insane and see the difference in the opposition. Can't stop it going wide sometimes. It does require a lot of patience. But if many of you out there are bikers, bike fans, do let me know, what you think of this. How you felt about it. What do you think of the handling? What do you think of the way that how the bike performs, how the rider performs on the bike? And that is a run on the Jerez circuit. A win there from a big field as well. Always fantastic watching those races. Quick replay and unlocked an achievement there as well. Oh dear, well, who was that then? That wasn't my replay, because I went round the corner. So it didn't stay on me, strangely, for the first corner. That's funny, the replay seems to think I went off the circuit. More on that later, obviously. So let's take a look at another circuit.